What if I told you that a fruit smaller than a golf ball could quietly build a seven-figure farming empire right under people's noses, and almost nobody is paying attention to it yet? Inspired by the precision storytelling style of channels, like How It's Made. But today, we're not stepping inside a factory. We're stepping into a field where real wealth grows on branches. And the crop is Amla, also known as Indian gooseberry. And this is not your typical farming hype talk. This is a blueprint, a mindset shift, a manufacturing process disguised as agriculture. Because when you stop seeing Amla as just a fruit and start seeing it as raw material for a high-margin supply chain, everything changes. And I mean everything. From the way you select your land to the way you negotiate with buyers. Because Amla isn't just sold fresh. It's processed into powders, oils, juices, candies, supplements, cosmetics. And each one of those products multiplies the value of that small green fruit by 3, 5, sometimes even 10 times. And here's the part nobody talks about clearly. Most farmers stay stuck selling raw produce at low margins, while processors and brands walk away with the real profits. So the Millionaire blueprint begins with one simple but bold decision. Control at least one step beyond farming, even if it's small, even if it's basic sun drying and grinding, because that's where your income curve bends upward instead of staying flat. Now imagine planting high-density Amla trees with scientific spacing, around 200 trees per acre, depending on the variety. Selecting grafted saplings that start fruiting within 2 to 3 years, instead of waiting half a decade. Installing drip irrigation, not because it looks modern, but because controlled water stress can actually improve fruit quality. And planning your orchard like a production line. Pruning on schedule, nutrient management on schedule, harvesting on schedule, everything intentional. No guesswork. And yes, Amla is hardy. It tolerates heat. It survives in semi-arid zones. It doesn't demand constant babysitting like some delicate fruits, which means lower labor costs over time. But don't mistake hardy for careless, because the real money growers treat their orchard like a long-term asset, testing soil before planting, balancing nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, adding micronutrients like zinc and boron when required. Because small deficiencies can shrink yields quietly, and quiet losses are the most dangerous kind. Now let's talk numbers in a realistic but strategic way. A well-managed acre can yield anywhere between 8 to 12 tons annually once trees mature. Sometimes more with elite varieties, and if the average bulk price floats modestly, you're already looking at solid revenue. But if even 30% of that harvest is diverted into value-added processing, dried slices, powdered Amla, private label health blends, the margin expands dramatically. And here's where mindset kicks in again. Instead of selling to the nearest middleman, build relationships with Ayurvedic brands, supplement companies, even small e-commerce sellers who need consistent supply. Think contracts, not daily bargaining. Think branding, not just harvesting. And let me tell you a quick scenario. A small farmer plants 5 acres, invests patiently for 3 years, reinvests early profits into a small dehydration unit. Nothing fancy, just clean, compliant, efficient. And suddenly, he's not just a grower, he's a supplier with leverage.